article from the New York Post. Oh, Lord. Oh, here we go. And it says, I love my dog more than my spouse. I spoil my pup with parties and trips to Paris. And my partner is just lucky to be here. Can you imagine? Let's read a little bit of it. Every morning, Elsie Gonzalez, a married mom of 4, rolls over in bed and smooches the love of her life. That would be her 1-year-old Maltipoo pooch, Massimo. A fluffy fur ball she takes everywhere, from the office to France and even the bathroom. She sits on the ball with the dog. Oh, man. Instead of giving my husband Alex a kiss, I wake up and give Massimo all my kisses. Elise, 44, a divorce attorney. Oh, honey. Interesting. A divorce attorney. From Jersey City, New Jersey, of course. Told the Post, the Northeast is always full of this nonsense. I'm from there. It's the same before we go to sleep at night. If Alex is looking for a little loving from his wife, even on their wedding anniversary, he's barking up the wrong tree. If I'd gotten this dog before I got married, Elise said, my husband might not exist. She thinks it's funny, right? This is interesting. When his job tapped him to travel to Paris last year, a work trip he hoped would double as a romantic rendezvous with his bride, Alex found himself tagging along as the third wheel to Elise and Massimo's Mommy and Me tour. He's the third wheel to her and the dog. I do love my husband, she said, but he knew that if I couldn't bring the dog, I wasn't going to Paris. Alex, the poor guy, and we'll call him for the sake of, being more accurate, the idiot, jokingly tells the Post he's learned to cope with the pain of being last on Elsie's list. Okay, so can we just talk about what is this guy doing? This guy's a grown-ass man. Can you imagine the humiliation? You're a grown-ass man and you're featured in an article in the New York Post that your wife sleeps with the dog and kisses the dog and the first thing in the morning and goes to the bathroom with the dog and wouldn't have gone on a romantic trip with you if the dog wasn't there. And you're like, oh, yeah, you're putting up with it? Like some type of loser? Oh, what's he supposed to do, Chad? What is he supposed to do? Be a man. Go to your wife and say, listen, honey, I'm sorry. I love the dog too, but the dog's not going to sleep in the bed. The dog's going to sleep on the floor. Or, maybe you don't care if the dog sleeps on the bed, but I am not playing second fiddle to a dog. So if it doesn't change, if things don't change, she's 44 years old. I'm assuming the guy's he looks from the photos like he's around her age. If things don't change, love, I'm done. Because I'm not married I'm not in, a triangular marriage here. A threesome with a dog, right? Threesome marriage, we'll call it. I'm not saying she's doing anything nasty with the dog. Don't be reading into things I'm not saying. I'm not involved in a marriage with the dog. Put down an ultimatum. Guys, this is a perfect example of you need to put down an ultimatum. You're playing second fiddle to a dog in your house and you're not putting down an ultimatum. And you know what? If she doesn't like it, I'm not somebody who's a fan of divorce, but this guy's living a horrible, miserable life. Let's be honest. You know what I would say to her? Listen, honey, you have me now playing second fiddle to a dog in the house? Cute Maltipoo and all, but I'm not playing second fiddle to a dog. So if it doesn't change, your divorce attorney license will get a great workout and you can work out some paperwork for us because I'm not living the next 30, 40, 50, however many years I have left in my life playing second fiddle to a dog. Do you think this guy's getting any? You know what I'm talking about in the bedroom. You think this guy's getting any action? Zero. His wife basically said, I'm not going on a trip with you unless the dog is there. You think he's got a spicy sex life going on? This guy's not getting any action. This is a nightmare situation for him. Guys, if you're in a marriage, by the way, and you're not getting any, right? If you weren't getting any, we're talking about sex. If you weren't getting any before you got married and you signed up for that and that's how it was before, that's on you, honey. That's your problem. You made a bad decision. That's you. That's on you. But if everything was cool and it was all romance and everything was happening, and then you get married and suddenly there's no sex and you're being told, no, you don't want, I'm not in the mood. I have a headache. And not tonight. Ooh, if you're getting all that and it's constant, you go to her and you say, listen, this is an important part of my marriage. I love you. I'm attracted to you. This is an important part of health. This is an important part of interaction and intimacy. I'm not living in my marriage, in any marriage, where this component of a marriage that is a healthy and natural part of a marriage is not there. So what's it going to be? Because I'm not doing this. This is not, you want to go talk it out with somebody. What do you want to do to fix this? And oftentimes the women will say nothing. They don't want to do anything to fix it. They don't want to, no, that's not going to, you got to put an ultimatum down. You have to, if that's going on in your relationship. And by the way, this does not often happen the other way around. I've only seen it twice. 2 people came to me and said, this is happening. My husband doesn't want to be intimate with me. And my first question was, oh, really? Well, who is he being intimate with then? Let's be real. Come on. He's not just doing nothing, right? So what's going on here? And what's wrong in the house, in the dynamic? Something's wrong here. right? But it shouldn't be tolerated either way. That intimacy is a very important part of a relationship. It bonds you to each other. I think Rollo always says, when I asked him what was the key to a long, happy marriage, he was like, great sex. And it's true, because it's what it bonds you. It's the bodies, the scent, all the chemistry, all the chemicals that are released. Bottom line is, this guy is behaving like a loser, and she knows it. She's got him wrapped around her finger, and frankly, the dog has him wrapped around her finger. Cute dog as it is, it's a dog, honey.